First of all, guys, welcome. We have a few changes this year. Our counselor, Ms. Culbertson, did such a great job, and I know we're going to miss her, and Ms. Taylor, our math teacher, we're going to miss her greatly also. But Ms. Stanfield, most of you know Ms. Stanfield from middle school and elementary, but she's going to be our new high school counselor, and she's down working feverishly now, working on schedules, and I think she's going to step in and do a wonderful job as well. So looking forward to working with Ms. Stanfield in the counselor's department. Ms. Myers, of course, she's back with me. I don't know what I'd do without her. She keeps me straight. She does everything, makes me look good. So thank you, Ms. Myers. She's my social media guru. All those minds, that's definitely not me. Come on over, baby, talk to me. But yeah, you're cute. But thank you, Ms. Myers, for all you do. She does a great job with curriculum and testing, and like I said, I don't know what I'd do without her. Our schedule this year, and I know most of you have a copy of it, or you get one, but we're changing this year. Of course, last year we did the modified block, and we had on Wednesdays we got out at 2 o'clock, and then we were on Wednesday, Thursday we were on a block schedule. This year, 6 times out of the year, we're going to get out at 11:20 on Wednesday. That is so you can make your appointments, doctor's appointments, or anything else you need to take care of. We're going to give you a half a day, 6 times out of the year, because our biggest change coming for our whole district this year is going to be attendance. Like I alluded to earlier, the biggest problem that industry is having, and one thing that they have really tried to stress to us, is getting our students in a habit of showing up and doing what they're supposed to. They can't get them to come to work. Right now in Marshall County, unemployment is 3%, so it's very tight. Economic development group, they're not really trying to get new businesses in or new jobs in, because the jobs are there. The businesses are having a hard time getting workers for these jobs because either 1, they don't show up for work, or 2, they can't pass a drug test. And they're really hurting. The industry's really hurting. We went to toured several industries today, and the opportunities, guys, are out there. I mean, there's some great opportunities out there around here locally. If you follow the news, there's going to be even more with the development of the Toyota plant in Huntsville. Belfont's talking about gearing back up in Hollywood. You guys are sitting here now, 9th and 10th, 11th, 12th graders. That's going to be jobs for you guys and a living. Girls, if I can have your attention, I won't keep you much longer. But at any rate, those happy days are going to be for you to do what you need to. Attendance, listen closely. We're cutting it back from 5 parent notes to 3. Checkouts. This is the biggie. You get 2 phone calls to come and check out, or for your student to check out. After those 2 phone calls, you have to come to the office and check them out. Because last year in Marshall County, we have 5,974 students. We had 57,206 absences. 57,000 absences in our system. That's huge. Now, the state is also nailing us for chronic absenteeism. Chronic absenteeism counts whether it's excused or unexcused. So if you check out before half a day, that's an all-day absence. So I would venture to say, and I've had the stats before, 30-something% of our students were chronic absenteeism. And that's reflected on our report card. So, the district is really going to concentrate on trying to get this attendance situation under control. Again, you get 3 parent notes. After those 3 parent notes, then it's going to have to be a doctor's note. You get 3 days to get those in. That hasn't changed. 3 days. If it doesn't change, if you don't get a note to us in 3 days, it's unexcused. You can't go back and change it. So make sure you get the notes in. Now, back to the checkouts. Say you've already got your 2 phone calls. And Miss Lisa knows voices. She's so good about picking up who's calling and who's not. But after the 2, you will have, because I realize you work and, you know, you can't get up here every time you need to. But if your student needs to check out, then you can do it 30 days in advance. So sometime between, if you know they have a doctor's appointment or you know they have to check out for some reason, just come up sometime between, within that 30 days, okay, and sign them out on that certain day, certain time, and that will suffice. This is something new for us, so we'll see how it goes. Any questions on attendance? Okay. Tardies. This is another biggie, guys, especially for you that drive. One thing I'm going to try to do, parents, to help you there is if they are chronically tardy, then I will be pulling some drivers, and you can help me by putting them on a bus. Okay? Because if not, once it gets to 5 unexcused tardies, you will have to go over to the central office and meet with the attendance committee. So if you'll help me, I'll help you. So we'll be in communication. So if your child is late for school, you will be warned before you have to go over there, and hopefully we can put them on a bus and they'll get here on time if they're on a bus. Dress code, pretty much the same dress code we've always had. No artificial hair colors, holes in the jeans, all that. Miss Myers will handle the females. I used to take care of the males. The females, or in males too, the shorts have to be an index card lengthwise. Within that, and fold the index card. Shoulder straps have to be that wide, so about 2 fingers wide on the halter collar. Ms. Myers, you want to say anything in addition to that? What you run off to?
It says in the handbook that leggings are not pants. Do not wear leggings with a long t-shirt. That's not going to suffice, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to wear leggings. It needs to meet the no part requirement. If you have a dress on and it meets the no part requirement in the front and the back, then you're okay with your leggings. But leggings are not pants. Jeggings are not pants. Yoga pants are not pants. So I know you don't want to see me here at school in my leggings and my little short top with everything hanging out, and I don't want to see yours either. It's not pretty. Okay? We're here to learn and get an education. And you need to dress appropriately. That was another thing that was talked about today. You need to be responsible for yourselves. If you have a question about what's appropriate and what's not, come and ask me. If you show up in leggings and you've got a short top on or a shirt that comes to right here, that does not meet the no part requirement, your teacher is not going to let you go to your locker, go to the gym, go to the PE locker, or go to your car to get another pair of pants. If you brought them, you know that you're not meeting the dress code. I don't have time to deal with it, your teachers don't have time to deal with it, and neither does Mr. Anderson. You're here to get an education. You will be an ISS, and if it gets to the point where you'll be going home, and your parents are going to get a phone call. You all understand about dress code?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
It's right here. So just help us out and stay stay within those guidelines, guys. We really appreciate it. We don't. Also, the attendance policy is on this, and the cell phone policy. So make sure you look over that. And I know, guys, taking your cell phone away is just like taking a lifeline away. I know it is, but you can do without it for at least 4 to 6 hours a day. Parents, if you need your child, of course, just call the office. And we'll get a message to them, definitely. Okay? Any questions on cell phone policy, dress code? Again, I do want to brag on our students, because when it gets to the point where, we're worried about dress code and cell phones and things of that nature, that says a lot about our school and about our kids. When caps and holes in the jeans are probably the worst thing we have to deal with, we're pretty fortunate. But compared to other things that we hear about in other schools and what they have to go through. One thing that I was hoping to have done before school started back this year, but unfortunately I haven't yet, is the restructuring of our entrance. We were supposed to be getting a wall between the library and the office area there, so that when you walk into the front door, there would be a sitting area and a window that you would go to. Of course, and I don't like this, because I like for our office to be open and inviting for parents. If you need one of us, you come in, it's a friendly type atmosphere. But unfortunately, the world we live in now is not that way anymore, guys. And it's our duty to make sure that your child is protected here at school. And if we have to go through a little inconvenience and put up extra security, then that's what we're going to do. But I don't like it no more than you do, because I love nothing more than anything when a parent's out there, go out there and chit-chat with them instead of through a dang window. Now, if you still need to come in the office for anything, please, Miss Lisa will buzz you in the office. But if you, the way we have this vision is you'll come in the front door, there'll be a stage or a sitting area there. You'll come to a bulletproof window, because we're getting bulletproof glass and all that good stuff. And you will tell Miss Lisa you need to check out whatever you need to do, and then she will do it from there. And of course, if you need to come to the office, she'll buzz you in and let you come into the office area. So it's not that we're trying to keep you guys out, but we're trying to keep our students safe. So the district is providing that for us, and hopefully here in the next few months we will have that in place. Another thing we're supposed to be getting is magnetic locks, and I know your students, it gets very discouraging on these locked doors, in between classes. So we're working on getting all magnetic locks on all of our doors, and they will be triggered by the bell. So when the bell rings, magnetic locks will de-energize, and you can come and go. 5 minutes after the bell rings, they will lock back down. So hopefully we will have that here in the next month or so. And, that will make transitions very much smoother than they are with all the doors locked. Okay? Ms. Myers, do you have anything on testing or?
On one of the sheets, if you look at it, especially if we want to start as early as possible, we started with the pre-ACT with our 10th graders last year. Our juniors, I'm getting ready to put up on the wall our upcoming seniors, those students that met their goals last year with the ACT. I've got through about half, and so far we've had quite a few students hit their goals that they set for themselves, and their names will be up on the wall. We also have students that have scored 25 or higher on the ACT. So we're starting to set goals. We're starting to do it earlier. The pre-ACT we did in the spring. Students set some goals for themselves. Those 10th graders that are now going to be juniors, we will be doing a pre-test assessment on the ACT, and we're going to be looking at the scores that they got in the spring and starting now for their junior year, and they'll have 3 attempts. Depending on how they do, and if they score a benchmark by the end of the year, they may be exempt from all of their semester exams. It's possible, and it's explained not on this sheet, but another sheet that they'll be bringing home early in the year. The other thing is STAR testing. We're doing something a little bit different with STAR testing. It's going to be great as far as the data that our teachers will be able to use, and you'll be able to see directly how the STAR testing correlates with the ACT. And some shorter assessments, we're going to be doing some training with the faculty on that on Tuesday. If you have any questions about testing, about dual enrollment versus AP, and I'm a total AP advocate and dual enrollment advocate like this, please don't hesitate to call me. We can even set up a conference as far as college planning with your student and what it is that they want to do. There may be a tech program that they're interested in. Welding, I'm telling you right now, you may not be wanting to go to college or anything, but you know, in some of these different skills, welding, if you go and get your welding certificate, you can pretty much name your salary. Same thing with cybersecurity. 2-year program we even offer in tech school, those 9th and 10th graders that may be interested in tech. We offer that full enrollment through our tech program. Robotics, healthcare, we've got a slew of stuff. So if you don't have any idea, it's not too early to start exploring some of those career paths.
Yes, in 9th grade, this is where it starts. So this year it counts, and you don't want to get behind, so make sure you do the best you can. Like I said, if you have any questions, please call us, let us know, shoot me an email, or come up and see us. I mean, doors open. If there's anything I can ever do, I usually do it for ball game. If you have a question, concern, you can catch me there. Probably not going to catch me at the grocery store because I'll go there, but my wife takes care of the grocery store. But if you need anything, don't hesitate to call me, okay? Any questions? Thank you guys for coming, and we'll look forward to meeting you. Hold on.